Welcome back everybody. In this video, we will start our Unit 5 which deals with React routing and HTTP requests. In this video, we will deal with React routing. Our Unit 5 will talks about React routing and HTTP requests in React. React routing is a powerful library provided by React and which is used for managing navigation and routing in React applications. So far, we have done an application within single component or multiple components. One component would call the other components. But cumulatively, if we cannot click on something so that it loads another component like, right? So the navigation between the pages, or we can call between the components, is done by using React routing, and it enables the creation of single page applications. What do you mean by single page application? A single page application is an web application that loads the single HTML page. In our case, in public folder, we have an index.html. Only the HTML file in our React application is this index.html page, and it is used for dynamically single page application is used for dynamically update the content as the user interacts with the application, and this is achieved without loading the entire page or entire component. I hope you are making sense, and which makes an user to make more fluid user experience. So React router plays an important role in managing this navigation and rendering of components in single page applications. In process of learning React routing, we need to do one important step, that is installing React router or React router DOM. There's a small difference between React router and React router DOM. React router, which works with only the React native applications, and React router DOM, which works with the React native applications along with React web applications as well. So we insist you to install React router DOM so that in future, whenever you would like to convert your web application to a React native application, that would be helpful. So how do I do that then? npm I React router DOM. Very important step, and this is called as in setting up React router. It takes a couple of minutes, depends upon the internet speed. That is done. All right. So let me start my application again. Let it run behind. So the first step, let's try to create a couple of components, dummy components like a home page, contact us page. Likewise, let's try to create them. Uh, Create an components folder in src components. Let's create a couple of components like home.js. Let me create an home, right? So within this, let's try to render the simple one, a simple message like with h1 home component. It can be anything in real world, it can be anything. Likewise, let me generate one more, contact us. Um, Contact us. Let me be quick on it. H1 contact us. About us. All right. One more component, page not found. If something going wrong, I would like to redirect to page not found page. That's one, page not found. I hope that is making sense, everybody. I created 4 simple components. Now we also installed our React router DOM. We also installed it. So let's try to set up it, please. We need to have an browser router presetted. So go to index.js and here try to get a browser router. Wrap it under, wrap our app should be wrapped under that browser router. All right. You see, it got imported. The important step here, our app should be under browser router. This also can be done in another way. I'll show you in the lab experiment. Let's go to app.js then, remove all of them. Let me have the header part. In app.js, let's try to create the routes for it. Important third step is creating the routes. So routes, import it. Within the routes, you need to route the route. All right. It also got imported. You can see that here. So basically, route would take a couple of parameters with it. I cannot call that as an parameter. You can call that as an attributes like in HTML elements. This is like as an attributes, please. What do I write? It takes an attributes like the path, what you would like to give the path for that, and the second attribute is an element. Element should be your component, what has to be loaded. So element equals to what? Right? So I would like to give, if I would like to render the home component by default. So I do not want to write any path to that in the browser. So my path will be empty over here. So what is the component you would like to load? Home component. Try to import that on the top. Similarly, let me have one more. You can have as many you wanted. Second part, I would like to have slash about us, all right, and I would like to load about us page on it. Let me have one more, contact us slash contact us, and my contact us component wanted to load on it. All right, let me keep it simple. If something is going wrong, we already have the page not found as well. So if something is going wrong, you can pass something another route here. If something is going wrong, so how do I do that? If other than this, if something is been the user is trying to type on the browser, to do that we have an asterisk. So what is an element you would like to load? I wanted to load the component. I would like to load the component called page not found. Page not found component. All right, let's head back to our browser. You see it got updated. Home component is been loaded in the browser. Try to type something like about us. Do you see that about us been loaded? I'm trying to type contact us. Contact us. It is loading the contact us. I'm typing something dummy text over here, some A B C D E F G, which is not the route we defined. If I hit on it, page not found. This is what a simple routing, please. If you wanted to have the navbar, yes, please have the navbar as well. Let's try to have the navbar for this. Let me create one more component called navbar. Navbar.js. All right, nav bar, save it, and get the dummy text from our bootstrap.com. Let me go to bootstrap.com. Let me copy some part of it and ul paste it over here. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Now let me write this as I do not want all of them. And now justify mm, justify content center. Right, nav item, and we will have the anchor tag over here, home, and one more nav link. Another one is something like href is something like about us. What is the href we have given there, that part. All right, here the href will be the hash, I mean slash. Likewise, I do not want any drop down over here. Let me remove this. One more, I do not want that to be the disabled one. And about us, and I wanted this href here. Copy this, paste it, and let me name this as in about us. You know how that gets loaded. The name which you have given in the app.js, the path name, trying to take out, please. About us and the contact us, I'm using that in the about us and the contact us over here. I hope that made sense. Let's try to look into this, and let me load this under app.js. Before routes, let me have my navbar. Let's head back to the browser. You see that as per our our bootstrap thing, it is unjustified in the center one. This is how it is got. Home, it got loaded home component. About us, contact us. If you look at our title page here, title bar, if I click on about us, you see contact us. It's been not loaded, there is no loading part. This will be taken care by our browser router by using an use history hook. Okay. um, yeah, what all we done in this video, we learned what is a router, and how do you set up the browser router, and how do you create and routes and the paths. All right, and how do you set the navbar. All right, um, that is all for this video. See you in the next video.